Welcome to another episode of Resilience Rising with Naturally Cinnamon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. This is Naturally Cinnamon, and I am here with another episode of the Resilience Rising podcast. So whatever day of whatever time of whatever day it is that you're tuning in, we are here for another Hey Gawjuss episode. And for those of you who are watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can actually see I have somebody in my little at-home studio with me. Yay! So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it so we can have this conversation. But for those of you who don't know who I am Naturally Cinnamon, therapist, life coach, resilience cultivator, and founder CEO of Jamila Wellness LLC, where women go to be well and live beautifully. You can find me online at jamilawellness.org and also at naturallycinnamon.com. And who I have with me today is Ms. Knadia Hankerson.
Hi,
Knadia.
Of
course, thank you. Thank you for those of you who are watching and can see this beautiful makeup job on my face. That is by Ms. Knadia Hankerson. And you can find her on social media, hashtag Natural Beats. And there's a K in front of Natural Beats, because there's a K in front of her name, Knadia. Yes. Cute, huh? Cute. So we're here today to talk a little bit about makeup and her other passions. So Knadia, please introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, everybody. Thank you again, Cinnamon, for having me. My name is Knadia Hankerson, Knadia with a K. I'm 23 years old, born and raised in Miami by way of Louisiana. And right now I work at a big beauty department store, and I'm also pursuing a field in makeup and esthetician work, skincare, and stuff like that. Yeah.
So I love that she's not just trying to put makeup on people's faces, but that she's also trying to care for the skin underneath.
Yes.
That is how I feel about, when I choose people that I go to for services. I don't just want you to take care of the outside. I want you to care about everything else as well. Like people who do my hair. Do you care about, are you just trying to put a style on me, or do you care about my hair? So the fact that you care about my skin, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
The skin is one of the most important foundations, I think, that a lot of people are missing when it comes to beauty and the actual makeup application. Because if your skin is not the best, the makeup isn't going to look too great either. So gotta have a good base, because how's your foundation going to look good if your foundation is not good?
Nice. Okay, that's a tweetable moment right there. How does your foundation look good if your foundation's not good?
Okay, that's a word right there.
At Hanky Panky 5, she said it. So I wanted to ask you, Knadia, give me a little bit about you and how you came into loving not just makeup, but also the skincare and things of that nature.
Well, the skincare, I've always been slightly obsessed with skin, because growing up and even today, I do battle with eczema. Really, really chronically, I guess you could say. I guess ever since I could remember, I guess maybe in around my toddler years or so, my mom can better explain that, but I've had serious eczema outbreaks to the point where doctors sometimes didn't even know what to do. Medicines wouldn't work. My skin would react to medicines. I would feel like a science experiment, because I felt and looked cracky and wrinkly and blotchy, and it was just not a good time for me growing up. And sometimes even today I still struggle with it. Not as much, because I think I'm starting to get older now, so maybe it's starting to suppress a little bit, but so I've never really felt beautiful, and like I knew I was beautiful, but I didn't really, I couldn't really see it because I was so worried about, the outward side. So I was always looking up new things, like what can I make to make my skin, look better and feel better, because, eczema can be very, very painful. And I was always mixing and creating stuff and trying to figure out the next new thing of, what could work. And one thing that I thank the Lord for this every single day. The eczema never really touched my face.
Okay.
So I made sure I took extra care of my face. Yeah, I think we went through the period of time where we were growing up and puberty hit, acne and stuff. And my mom always made sure, nope, we're putting a stop to this. We're not. So she introduced me to some Mary Kay products. And, Mary Kay, hey.
Shameless plug. We do shameless plugs on Hey Gawjuss. We
Shout
don't
out
mind.
to everybody who sells Mary Kay. But, she got me on the little regimen. And then I just started creating my own regimens and finding out what really works for me. And I just became so obsessed because I saw the results. So if I couldn't get my actual skin together on other parts of my body, I made sure that my face
was together.
At least stayed together. And the makeup was from, kind of seeing my mom and my aunt, dabble in it. And see, playing in their stuff and seeing what works for me. I remember my mom took me to Sephora and the lady was so beautiful. And I was like, I want to be just like that one day. And now I am just completely obsessed with it. But it's more so trying to make people not feel like how I did, because the face is the first thing that everybody looks at. And I just want to give people the confidence that, that I've acquired throughout the years. And just trying to feel beautiful and accepted, even though you don't, your looks aren't everything, but in a woman's life,
it's a lot. It counts.
It's a big part. It counts a lot.
It does count a lot.
Yeah, so anything that I can do to make people not feel like how I did, I'm doing it. So I'll share all my knowledge, everything that I know about skincare. I'll share all my secrets. And my hashtag is Natural Beats. And I came up with that hashtag because I really believe that makeup should be used to enhance somebody's natural beauty. I don't like the fact that a lot of people feel that they need makeup to really alter the way they look, because a part of me feels like that's just literally a mask. And I've, growing up and just experiencing what I've experienced, especially dealing with the eczema, I'm just now, being able and being comfortable to show
other parts of your
parts of my body, wear shorts, wear, short sleeve shirts and sandals and stuff like that, because it's taken over. And I've used the clothing as a mask, and now I'm just kind of releasing the mask. So as far as the makeup is concerned, I like to accentuate what, people's flaws, or at least make them feel a little bit comfortable with their flaws without actually masking it. So I'm not going to say all, because I can do the extra extravagant stuff, but my style of makeup is the no makeup look. As you can see, you can't even tell Cinnamon has anything, but you can tell her skin looks very, very
I'm just
flawless.
polished.
She's very clean and polished. And me as well. You might see my eyeliner, my eyebrows might look a little bit more snatched, but it's just accentuating the features that I already have, and just trying to make myself just look a little bit more put together. I just like the put together look.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's true. I mean, I had my time with acne, and I think I had more than just my time. I had a few other people's times too, because my acne didn't start going away. It didn't start like chilling until I could say I was probably 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was probably 30 before my acne finally was like, all right, I think we can just kind of leave her alone.
You suffered enough.
A little bit. And it's not like one won't pop up here and there, like, just so you know, we still here.
Right.
We just, leaving you alone. We not taking over your face like we used to. But it's like knowing proper skincare is so much more important, because it reduces scars, it reduces blackheads and other things that acne can leave behind. Right. Because it wasn't so much the pimple. It was the spots that it left behind that I was like, oh my God, now what am I going to do with this? Now what's going to happen with that? So knowing what to do, how to care for your skin, big
all of that from
deal.
Happening.
Major points with me. Major points with me. And from a therapist perspective, as far as wearing a mask, we could go into that all day long. So we're going to skip that. But I like what you said about wearing what looks like you. And honestly, the reason I asked Knadia to do my makeup is not only because I've known her for the past 5 years and I just love who she is, but because I love the fact that you enhance what's already there. I get nervous when I need to. My makeup artist that I've had for a couple of years now, she relocated to another state. So I was like, oh my God, I have to find another makeup artist. And then enter Knadia, who started to say, who needs me to do their makeup? Me? I need you to do my makeup, because I see flaws in my face, but I've grown to love who I am. And I don't want to be a different person. I want to be me. I want when people look at me that they're not like, who is, is that cinnamon? Like, I don't like,
unrecognizable, right?
I want you to know that it's me. And so I get nervous with other makeup artists because contouring has become so popular that it's almost essential that if you sit in a makeup artist chair and they don't contour you to the gods, I've heard that term, contour to the gods. If they don't do that, then you feel like they haven't done anything. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be contoured. I don't need my face. If you want my face, like the outside of my face, to look a little slimmer for photo finishes and stuff, okay, I get that. But I don't want a brand new nose. I don't need cheekbones that I didn't have before.
And the thing about it is trying to, and the thing is, I gave you a contour, but I gave one that is flattering to your face, that's not going to alter your bone structure in a way, because that's what contouring is. It's about shading and kind of hiding things that you want to hide, and showing off things that you want to, that you want to show off or highlight. So yeah, I gave you a really nice natural one, and she looks great. Like
I can see my cheekbones, and the thing is, it's like I don't want to look like I have dimples when I don't have dimples. Like there are some people that go a little too far, and I'm like, what I don't have dimples. My cheeks aren't sucked in. Like I don't need to making the permanent look like face. It. So yeah, but anyway, we could, like I said, we could talk about all that all day. But that's one of the reasons why I want to highlight Knadia and Natural Beats, because it helps people who are like me, who may have suffered from self-identity and potential self-esteem issues, that grew to love who I am, that allows me to continue to love who I am. And so
she gets it.
I get it. And I love how you explained it. It was very good. So now tell me about some of your other passions, because makeup is not all you got going on in your life.
Okay. Well, I've always been into the performing arts. I went to Mays Middle before it was Conservatory of the Arts. But I did go to Mays Middle School, and I was in the dance academy. And at my church, I was a part of the dance ministry there for years. And so I do dance. Haven't danced in a while. But I am planning on getting back into it once things in my personal life kind of calm down, scheduling wise. And another passion of mine that I've been taking seriously for the last couple years is singing. And got my start in my children's choir at my church.
You got a lot of starts in church.
Get your kids in church.
Yeah. And for those who may not have heard, there was this is just a piggyback off of the last Hey Gawjuss episode with Crystal Pearson, where there was a segment where we talked about getting started in church. So I just wanted to throw that in there. Okay.
Started in church.
About singing.
But anyway, I started out in the choir under a few different directors, and each one of them kind of like molded me into who I am. And one singer in particular, she knows who she is, but watching her grow up it really inspired me as far as her vocal style, that she has that real low, raspy, R&B sultry voice. And so I wanted to be just like that. And so naturally my voice is pretty deep. I have a pretty naturally raspy voice. And so one thing that I always wanted to remain true to is my actual sound. So a lot of people that I've noticed, especially in the industry, they try to sound like a lot of other people. I have influences like Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, India Arie, Anita Baker, artists like that have inspired me as far as the type of music that I want to make.
All artists that
sound.
I love,
but
yes.
as far as the way I actually sound, I'm still developing that because I don't want to sound poppy. I don't want to sound. I don't have those smooth churchy runs or that belting voice. I'm just a real smooth, really
like
chill,
almost sultry,
almost really, really sultry, like neo soul type of voice. So I'm really trying to hone in on that.
Okay.
So that's the direction I'm headed in. I'm what's the word? I'm experimenting with new styles but still trying to remain true to the way I sound.
Good. So, I like that. So now you are on SoundCloud.
I am.
So people can hear you singing on SoundCloud. Yes. Can you please tell them where they can find you?
The SoundCloud is, you can type in "Oh Snap, It's Knadia" or "It's Knadia" on SoundCloud.com. A lot of my stuff there is a lot older because I made the SoundCloud in around 2013. When I first started, I got my little software so I could record covers. So a lot of the stuff on there are covers because I'm still experimenting with songs and styles and just still trying to discover my voice. So a lot of the songs on there aren't professionally done. They're recorded by me. They're not mastered. They're not mixed. But it's me discovering my voice. So you'll hear the first recording that I've ever done to the last one that I've done now, which is somewhat professionally mixed. It's another Jill Scott cover. And you'll definitely see the growth. And some people are like, why do you still have all that old stuff in there? You sound so bad, or you sound like a baby. I like to keep it there for myself so I can go back and see how far I've come.
Nice. So you are not afraid to be who you are, help other people be who they are naturally them, naturally cinnamon, shameless plug. And you are also not afraid of growth and helping others accept growth. Do y'all see why I love this girl? Okay. So
very transparent.
That part. That part. So now we've got to get into our gorgeous questions. And I almost told her ahead of time what they were, and then I remembered, wait, no, that's not what we do. I go ahead and just slam you with it. So here we go. For those who don't know, Gawjuss, Gawjuss, has its own little meanings, and it means godly, active, wise, just, uplifting, sincere, and soulful. All of that goes into being Gawjuss. Yes, ma'am. So, Knadia, what does it mean to you to be godly?
Being godly.
You know what?
I feel like Miss USA. Being godly is being like him. Being kind, being thoughtful, being merciful, being gracious, being powerful in your own right, being in a way. Wow, that's hard.
I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. So
just being like him, but knowing that you still aren't above or below anybody. That's really
I like the way you
hard.
just said that.
Yeah. Just being
like him, but you're not him.
Christ-like.
Yeah, okay. All right. Now, what does it mean to you to be active?
Active. Participate in something. Participate in your child's life. Participate in your parents' life. Participate in your own life. Just participate. Just be a part of something. Stand for something. Be a part of something.
Nice. Participate in your own life. It's something a lot of us ladies forget to do. We become so nurturing that we want to take care of somebody else that we forget to be present for ourselves sometimes. So good one. What does it mean to you to be wise?
Wise? Growing, learning from your own mistakes and the mistakes of others. And being able to hold yourself accountable for your mistakes and for your past, and even for, things that you have accomplished. Just take all your experiences and use them to progress and grow, but also listening to those around you. I just made a post the other day saying that you're never too old or too good at something to learn something new or to take correction, because maybe something that you know could be outdated needs to be updated or just plain wrong. So I think a part of being wise is also listening to others around you, whatever they have to say, whether it's ignorant, because you can learn something from an ignorant folk. You can learn how not to be something from an ignorant person, or listening to those older than you, or even listening to something somebody younger than you, because, you know, they might enlighten you in something that you had no idea about. So a wise person, I feel like a wise person is always listening and always watching and always growing from things that, you know, they see, they've learned, and they heard. So
nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, what does it mean to you to be just?
Just what?
I honestly, that's a common response. I love it.
I honestly don't know what that means. I hear that a lot. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I hear that a lot, but that's one of those phrases that I don't
about
know.
Being just.
Yes, I don't know what that means.
That's okay. That's okay, because what's funny is that's the one that trips up a lot of people in the Hey Gawjuss.
Right.
It trips up a lot of people, and unless you kind of like look it up, you may not know, because what do we use? We use the word just in a sentence. We don't use it as its own word. It's just whatever. So, so what does it mean to you to be uplifting?
Uplifting? I know I have to be uplifted because, like you, I do have my moments of depression. I've been through some pretty traumatic experiences, so I do need to be uplifted as well. But I feel like to be uplifting is to, in a way, in some cases, use your trials to let other people know that they're not alone. You always want to make somebody, a good way to uplift somebody is to let them know that, hey, I'm just like you. We're going through the same thing. We can get through this together. And just to be positive, you can uplift somebody just by walking past them and giving them a wave and a smile and a hello, good morning, good afternoon, good night, you know, by giving one of them. I think it's just the aura that you omit, like just be positive, just smile, and yeah. Okay. Now, what does it mean to you to be sincere? It's all about being sincere. We cannot have this in 2 episodes in a row. This is hilarious to me. In the last Hey Gawjuss, when I asked about being sincere, we ended up having to have #not-sponsored. Although I'm thinking Sincere might need to sponsor my podcast, and I'm going to reach out to them. We had this happen to another #not-sponsored. Oh God!
Shout out to Sincere.
That is so
this
funny.
Is hilarious.
I didn't even know.
She didn't even know that happened. Okay, so for those of you, we're going to tell you who Sincere is. Sincere is a gospel music band. Oh God. Okay, and they're spelled SENSERE, and you can find them online.
All music outlets. Get it now.
And what's funny is the last Hey Gawjuss interviewee struck out with a song by Sincere, and you struck out with a whole different song by Sincere.
That song is actually titled "Being Sincere," which is the funny part.
This is hilarious. Wow. So, other than singing their songs, what does it mean to you?
I'm about to start quoting the lyrics. Giving him my whole heart.
Oh my God. Sincere, y'all owe me. I need a free CD.
And they know I love them.
Or a shirt or something, because I got all my listeners turned on to y'all at this point.
Gosh.
So
my stomach hurts. Okay. Yes. I don't have a serious answer for that now, but just living in your truth.
Okay.
I think it's the best way to be sincere. Just living in your truth. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
We're gonna stop there. But Sincere, I'm gonna need my t-shirt though. Like something. Okay, bye. Next.
Oh my God.
What does it mean to you to be soulful?
Ooh. I think I am soulful. I'm so passionate with everything that I do and everyone that I encounter. I give my all, and sometimes it could be to my demise, but I give everything in me to people where at the time I neglect myself, which is why you should be present in your own lives. But I think, again, just living in your truth and just embodying like who you really are, who you desire to be, and just giving everything your all, and doing everything with purpose and with passion, like just
give of your soul.
It's really not, you can't really explain it. It's more of just like it's a feeling.
For those of you who are listening, she's like doing this thing with her shoulders. It's so cute. Nadia, I thank you so much for sharing your story with my listeners and my followers. And I open the floor to you to tell them again where they can find you, wherever.
Okay, you guys can find me on Instagram. You can type in It's Knadia, but my @name is HankyPanky5. You can follow me on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com. You can type in It's Knadia, I believe. Hit me up on Facebook, Knadia Hankerson. And don't forget, it's Knadia with the K.
Right.
Follow my hashtag, Natural Beats with the K. Periscope, It's Knadia. Snapchat, It's Knadia. I'm here. Just living my life in my truth. Yes.
It's Knadia.
It's me.
And it's naturally cinnamon. And for those of you who may have someone in your life that you think is gorgeous, then please email me at cinnamon@jamilawellness.org. You could also text at 786-475-2466. I thank you so much, Naturally Cinnamon. Like this episode, love it, share it, comment, but most importantly to this podcast, subscribe to it, and follow it. And so I thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Nadia, for being with me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for listening.
And I bid you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Good night.
Yay! That was good. Thanks for tuning in to Resilience Rising with Naturally Cinnamon. Life has a way of tossing unexpected trials and circumstances our way. We can't stop them, but we can better handle them by raising our resilience. Creative Director Jeremy Key for J Key Collective. Music by AJ Miles.